that free thing. BlogNetwork, an awesome weekend. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Russ. I'm out in Vegas, and tonight we have Matt Getchie, one of the founders of that free thing and BlogNetwork, on right now. You can still hear him typing away over there. And so everybody, and things are looking great. Time to blast off, and Matt's going to start walking us through everything. So, Matt, go ahead and take it away.
All right, thanks, Russ. You're breaking up a little bit. Hopefully, I'm coming through a little bit clearer. I know we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but again, hopefully you can hear me clear. I want to thank you guys for getting on tonight. Finally, after what are we now? About 27 days late, about a month late, as is the case, with any platform. Testing and debugging and getting to a point where it's stable enough to offer to everyone. We are launching the BlogNetwork. This thing has been our baby now, for a good, it's been a while, but aggressively, I would say the past 60 days, while we really fine-tuned and put together all the pieces to bring this together. And as I mentioned in an email that went out, not the one today, but actually the one yesterday, everything has been working as far as the opportunity side of the BlogNetwork, and that is the lead capture pages on BlogNetworkPrelaunch.com. The matrix is running. In fact, the commissions are running. I'm going to log in there and show you the new commission structure. That is actually also now available for TFT and should be switched over, actually could be switched over while we're actually on the webinar, but it's actually paying this way now, and we're really excited about the way this is paying. I'll explain that to you here in just a minute, but everything with BlogNetwork, as far as the opportunity side, is fully functioning. The matrix has been placed. You'll see here, as soon as we pay out the first commission run, which is going to be actually April 2nd, you'll be able to start transferring money. You'll get a little bit more information. I'll give you a little bit tonight, but basically you'll get the information on how it is that it's being linked to your Payoneer account and what exactly you need to do to transfer the funds out of BlogNetwork as opposed to TFT, because we're running actually two separate bank accounts with one actual account. So again, I'll explain how that works here more in depth when it's time to release your money. You'll know exactly the steps. But with BlogNetwork now, the biggest thing that we're doing is creating the content, creating the themes, creating the plugins, really creating the BlogNetwork, if you will, so that we can show you just how powerful blogging is. And one of the things that we're always trying to do is figure out the right way to bring to the masses what it is that we have. And initially that was free products and services with that free thing. We still have the largest database of free products and services anywhere in the world or on the net. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me all right? Or if you can't hear me, type in something.
I can hear you perfectly, Matt.
Okay, Russ, it's you, man. It's your computer. It's your connection. So I'm going to keep going. So what we're always looking to do is really create the right distribution channel, if you will. And a blog is the perfect way to allow our members the opportunity to be the voice, to create the content. And we're really going to show you kind of two ways to do this. I mean, we're literally going to show you and open up a whole new world of how to blog and create content and drive traffic while selling any product that you want. And that's one of the key things that I think you guys need to understand, is that BlogNetwork is not set up to sell that free thing. This website that you're looking at right now, this is a template that's going to explain a little bit about BlogNetwork and exactly what it is. We're going to keep this simple. It's going to be all videos and just tell you, how it is you sign up, why it is that you want to sign up with BlogNetwork. but I want to make something clear that it's not for that free thing. It's not for TFT. TFT is just a perfect medium. It's a perfect vehicle that we're going to use to push free products and services, to push our daily deals, to push a lot of the content, and really more importantly, the membership base, the leadership that we've built with that free thing is just going to go perfectly with BlogNetwork. So the whole idea with BlogNetwork is we're bringing you a platform all together on one space. And rather than having your individual blog, you could go right now and set up any domain that you wanted, set up a WordPress site, and get yourself going. But if you do it on a domain name that 1,800 other people, and that's just today, 1,800 other people are blogging on, are creating content on, and are pushing, and the training's there, if everything's there, or I should say when everything's there, the content that you're creating is going to gain that much more attention. It's going to be on a domain name that gets a lot more traffic than it would if you just blogged on anything else. But the cool thing is that it can look like anything that you want it to. And that's really been the holdup, as some of the leaders know, maybe in some leader conversations that we've had, or the various phone calls or whatever. The holdup has been making sure that this platform is generic for you, making sure this platform is something that you can build and build anything to look like anything. It doesn't have to be within the schematic of a template that we give you. You can upload your own template. You can upload your own plugins. And so that's what we know that we need to create, and that's where we want to be. So that's what has been holding us up over the past 3 weeks. We're finally past that hurdle. We figured out a really slick way to be able to set this up. However, I'm going to tell you right now that the permissions for many of the members who are not super admin members, we have not fully lifted it. And to give you a perfect example why, some of you may have noticed that some content was changed on this template, and that's because once a template is named, somebody who's using that template and then another person who edits it, there's something within WordPress that's allowing all the other members to instantly get that, and we don't want that happening. So we're still on one piece. However, I wanted to give you guys access. I wanted to show you the foundation. I wanted to give you your usernames, and I wanted to allow you to really get in there so that we can start training you, because in the next few days you're going to be able to log in there, upload any template you want, upload any plugin that you want. We know that we're very, very, very close. I wasn't going to launch today, but after talking to some people, it just was apparent. It's like, look, we just need to get people their accounts. We need to get people, plugged in and tuned in with BlogNetwork, and then that feature will come. So we've gotten to a point where it's stable, and we gave you the site so that when we make changes, it'll be instantly, uploaded or updated, if you will, to your site. So that was just a bit of news. If you're new to all of this and a lot of this went over to your head, I apologize. I just wanted to give a little update here on kind of what's taken us so long, where we see this really heading, and why we're not going full force with our marketing. We're not going full force with letting you in there and just tearing it up. We want to make sure that we have some key functionality in place. So if you've been here for a while and you've been anxious and you've been wanting your blog here for the last 30 or 60 days, I apologize. We're right there. We're 99% there. The sites are up. Your sites are here, and you can begin working within this frame. But just trust me when I tell you this, guys. It's going to get a lot better very, very soon. And by a lot better, I just mean a lot more flexible. So with that preface, let me show you what you're looking at right here. This is our tester template that we've put together. You guys, if you've been on other webinars, seen me just kind of create, these little side posts here and there for you here, and go back to your dashboard. This is your WordPress platform. And if you know how to use WordPress, you're familiar with WordPress, you don't need necessarily this easy menu or this, just the menu that we've created here. If you're not familiar with WordPress, I'd recommend that you stay within this, because all you really need to know how to do is create content. Create content, edit your web pages, switch up your themes. Anything more than that, you can learn as we roll out the training. Which, by the way, Seth and I have been working pretty hard on the first, kind of series, if you will, of the beginner training, of really walking you through the step-by-step process of what you need to do when you get your blog, and then what you need to do on a daily basis blogging, and really to be successful. So, you'll see that here this week. We're finalizing that. But up here you'll see what I'm talking about. We had to kind of go outside the scheme of WordPress and create our own. But you'll be able to come here. Let's just say you want to, install a different theme. You'll just come up here. You can search thousands of themes. I mean, like I said, if you already know how to use WordPress and you're using it, you can upload your own. If you just hit search where it's blank, it'll come up with all of them. And you can go through and you can really see, just kind of the design that you'd want. And just to give you, an idea here, let me just pick one. We'll pick this one. All you're going to need to do is hit install. What it's going to do is it's going to install it for you, and then you just hit activate. So let me show you real quick in a new tab what you were just looking at. And if we decide that we make this, and again, if you guys know WordPress, this is super slow for you. My content is still on there, and that's the greatest thing about these WordPress platforms and themes, is that you literally can pick how you want your site to be. And tester 1.1, if we go here, we can change that within the settings to say, whatever it is that we want. That's actually in the general at the very top there. And again, I'm just kind of doing this, just to show you just how fast you can change your content in your site. And so we're going to show you how to do all of this. Again, we're so close. I mean, right now it's not the matter of are we able to give you the ability to switch all these templates. This is a tester account that we've set up that I've made be able to do this. But for all of you to be able to do it, we didn't want, basically the way it is now is if somebody went and got this theme and then another member downloaded it, you guys would be overwriting each other's work. So there's a little piece there, and it's within just kind of the directory and the renaming, and we're very, very close. So just trust me when I say that. But basically, I'm going to go back. If you want to change back to your theme, you just go to your manage themes. You'll see that I've downloaded this one. If I want to make this one the active one, I click one button, and then my site's back to exactly how all the other sites are. So very, very flexible. We'll have an entire network of sites. Some of the cool features that we have within linking these sites is we have a global search feature. This feature will allow us to link blogs together with relevant, not only relevant content, but relevant search terms, so that if you can search within the blog network for user-generated content or what have you. So we've got a lot of really cool features and plugins. We've got our own shopping cart that we're going to be plugging in here that will allow you to easily sell anything that you want. But one of the most exciting things that we have is all of the, I guess, extra revenue. Something that I want to get clear, and something that you guys are really going to understand when it gets going, is that the big money in BlogNetwork is not in this matrix. It's not in the recruiting of other members. While you can make a lot of money in this compensation structure that we've set up, if you're blogging and your team is blogging and you're creating lots of traffic, you're going to make, I mean, literally 5 to 10 times more money by offering daily deals, selling free products and services, or offering, streaming the free products and services, streaming various ad networks and even our own ad network, or just offering your products. I mean, literally, you can pick a template that links back to whatever it is that you want to sell, and this can even be any network marketing company. If you're in Zango, for example, you want to make your site all about Zango, you can do that. BlogNetwork.com/Zango. It's just an extension of your Zango business. It can be absolutely anything. So some of the other features that I want to show you, if you're on, you can kind of go through with me. I don't know if you guys are going with me while I'm doing this, but it's very easy to create new content. There's 2 different ways to create pages or content. There's actual web pages, which are basically pages that show up here and have comments on them. And there's posts. These are actual posts, kind of the same idea, but you'll know as you create content and as you are putting stuff together, the general rule of thumb is, or at least one that I like to kind of abide by, is a page is something that is static. It's something that will always be there, like about us, or something that you're not going to change, or that is just kind of a staple that you want on a different theme, for example, if you end up changing your theme. Whereas a blog post is more personal. It's something that's, whether it's newsworthy, whether it's just something that you want to generate feedback on, you really want people to like it and share it. It's opinionated. It's something that's a little bit more raw, if you will. So when you're thinking about the difference, or should I make this a page or should I make it a post? Generally, that's the rule of thumb that I would go by or would recommend. Is that if you want your pages to stay on there, your generic pages, create them as pages. You can put them in here as links. And I'll show you how you can do that on this sample. So if you go back here, you can click on the Manage Themes. Actually, we're there right now. If you go to Menus, you click on Menus. Menus are these menus, okay? These menus, it's a header, it's these footer menus, and you can decide whatever you want to put in these menus. I mean, you don't necessarily even have to put links. It's basically like a placeholder for you, where you really put that you want there. So let me give you an example. Menus in each theme. So when you download a theme, you'll basically be able to see what they've designated as their menus, meaning what you can easily change. So you'll notice here we have home and link. This is in the top left, and the menu name is top left. So if I want to add something else, I can simply, what is BlogNetwork? I can add that to the menu. And so I know this is going to show up on the top left. If I hit save and then refresh my page, sure enough, it shows up right here, and I can go to it. So you can literally decide what it is that you want to put on there. Now, generally, these are what you want to make pages. These are not necessarily posts. These are pages, but you can always switch them up. You can always change them. You can always decide what it is that's getting content. If it's a big button that says buy this and you're getting a lot of traction with it, you probably want it in the menu. If it's something like a cookbook, for an example, and it's your top recipe, you might want to rename it, my hot recipe, or or the best recipe I have, secret tips on, making this, whatever it is that you're into, you'll be able to kind of feature with these menus. So we have menus, and then we also have widgets. Now, each theme will have its own set of widgets, themes, and their own options. So let's go back. Let's see, it doesn't look like I have that theme. Did I end up in a new site? Well, let's do this theme right here. So if we install this theme, now the site's going to look like this. Okay, and we can go and we can see what type of menus that they have in here. And so, see right here, the current theme does not natively support menus. So if you're looking for a good menu, up here, or it doesn't actually support it. So you might want to go download another theme. There's so many ways with the templates, but what I wanted to show you was actually the widgets. Now the widgets are a lot more flexible. You can put any type of text. If you drag over any type of text, it can be HTML. You'll notice on the last webinar, I just pasted a banner from our free thing website on our marketing resources. So if we went to, our banners, this is a demo site. You can go in and, if you like this banner, you simply copy it. You can paste it. Oops. And then once you save it, it's going to pop in on your side widget. These, to promote whatever it is you want. Again, I'm kind of flying through this. We're going to have a very detailed, this is what you want to do with this theme. We're going to support a couple themes very aggressively. You're going to see a couple experts that we're going to introduce to you next week. After we get kind of our beginner training, we're going to introduce you to our intermediate and advanced training. And that's, after you've gotten your site set up so that when someone goes to it, they look at it and, it's how you want it. The menus are right. Now it's just about creating more and more content, sharing the content, liking it. We're going to show you just the subtleties that you can do, like adding these banners or adding your AdSense content or AdSense code to make money on advertising, pulling in your freebies, pulling in your daily deals. So we've got a very detailed plan here to get all the beginners. So if you've never used WordPress before and you're still even looking at this and scratching your head going, man, he's just jumping all over the place doing a bunch of random stuff. I promise you we're going to get very, very detailed and organized here, where you'll be able to go in, you'll be able to say, okay, I'm on day 3, this is what I need to do to my blog. Now, again, if you're already using WordPress and you've been building websites on this platform for a while, I'm going to tell you to wait about a week to 10 days for the intermediate good stuff, and then probably a week or so after to put together, while we put together our whole advanced course. And that's going to be a lot more on, really maximizing your income, SEO a lot, marketing and advertising, really how to interlink. And in fact, we have a lot of good ideas for the advanced side, as far as almost even creating our own, linking platform, creating our own awareness to good sites that have keywords within our blog network, also outside of the blog network. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I will be introducing you guys to Troy and Jason, who are going to be our blog network experts, who are going to be introducing you guys to a lot of content. I know both of them have been working hard on their training platforms and really kind of our step-by-step process here. So let me stop for a minute, Russ, if you want to. I don't know if you were able to
well,
restart.
Matt, actually, I was just getting ready to interrupt you because one question we got on here, which you've been covering the whole time, but I don't think a lot of people put it all together. And the question is, what makes this better than the other blogs that are out there? And you've been going through some stuff that's important for people to realize is that we're adding a lot of extra things that all the other blog sites, like if you just went to WordPress on your own and just got a WordPress blog for free, you can do a lot of this stuff. But at the same time, you can't do by yourself what the entity of BlogNetwork and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people can do as a whole together. And so that is one thing that's so special about this, is with being able to make money through ad revenue, that is going to be huge. And see, Google, I mean, you have to create that traffic. With this, we're going to help create the traffic for you. Instead of you creating the traffic for Google, we're going to create traffic for you to help you make money. All the training that we have set up, it's very specific to help you make money. With the daily deals and the free things, all stuff is. So that's what makes us so much different than if you just went to WordPress on your own and got a blog. And also, so you guys understand, there's different types of WordPress blogs. You have just an individual user, you can get it for free, you can pay extra money for this theme or that theme or whatever. But this is a whole group WordPress. And can you talk about how that's a little bit different from an individual user to a whole group?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, it starts off with the domain name. BlogNetwork.com, is a 9-year-old domain name. It's perfect for what we want it to be, and that's a network of blog sites. Right now, whether you know it or not, if you search for anything out there, if you're searching for let's just say cars or vitamins or whatever it is that you're searching for, if you look at the top 10 sites, I would say at least 2 of them, if not more, depending on the keyword, are blogs. And then as you get further down, as you go to the rankings, after you get past the big corporate money SEO stuff for a static website, and you get into the real user-generated content, that's what search engines like, and that's what they're ranking. And the reason is because they're able to really fine-tune the content here. And let me give you an example. Let's just say you want to put a new blog post up. If you go to WordPress, I mean, you might already know some secrets, but you might do the proper keyword searches. If you want to rank for the keyword blogging, you want to maximize how to start blogging, make money blogging, MSN blogging, blog sites. So you're going to find that with this network, not only are we going to kind of prod you and help you to really fine-tune your content, but when you're putting it on our domain name, the BlogNet or BlogNetwork.com, it's going to carry a lot more weight in Google's eyes. And that's just the way all search engines work, is they really respect age. When a site is 9 years old or 10 years old or older, they know that the content on that site is probably a little bit more trusted. Because if I was a scammer, I would just go to GoDaddy real quick, buy a $10 domain, spam the heck out of it, and do whatever I wanted with it. So that's kind of how Google sees it. It's like, well, this is a young whippersnapper site. I don't really trust it yet. But if I bought that domain and I really, said, look, this is good content, this is, and I really started building and building, and people started linking to it, and it got some age and it got some weight, then all of a sudden it's a whole new category, and it's like, oh, okay, this is not, just some fly-by-night site. These guys have been putting together this domain name and this content on here, so we're going to give it a little bit more, I guess, respect in our algorithm when somebody searches for blogging or whatever the keyword would be. So by having a really good domain name, number one, it puts you miles ahead of any domain that you can buy, unless you want to go buy a really old domain name, which you can. You can also create all this on your own. However, let me give you another example. How about like a Wikipedia or a Facebook, for example? You know that when, if you search for your own name, you're going to go out there and you're going to see that now these pages, millions and millions of pages and constant content are being respected a lot more. And so this is what we're giving you. We're giving you an entire arm that you can express yourself with, whether you want to use it personally just to say, this is all about me, and if you want to join me, this is a cool platform, or whether you're looking at this like, hey, I really want to build my pizza shop, and this is like another extension. This is like a Facebook or a YouTube or a Twitter or any of the other just platforms that are out there, except for we've also attached an opportunity on the back end where we're paying you back 80%. So we're saying, come create all this content for all of our members. It's going to cost you $19.95 a month, but the value you're going to get is insane, and we're going to pay you back up to 80% of whatever comes in back to you strategically. So if we can get good traction with this, which I know we can, one of the reasons that I know we can is because of the experts that we have, because of the content that we're going to create. We already have 1,800 members. Now, when these 1,800 members start to really get it, they start to blog, they start to create daily content, all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing BlogNetwork popping up in some major keyword markets. People are going to be wondering what's going on, and then it's going to be like, oh man, you got to get your stuff listed on BlogNetwork. And so even if there wasn't a matrix, even if there wasn't an opportunity side, we know we could get to that point because of the value. But the fact that there is an opportunity side, the fact that 90% of the people on this webinar right now only join BlogNetwork for the opportunity side, we know that that's going to create the fastest amount of content. And so we're doing this unlike anything before. The back end to dump into this, and by back end I mean the integration with our system, the integration with that free thing back office, which we're also now calling the BlogNetwork back office. We have the stuff that will stream for you. We're going to get to the point where you see this plugins page here on the left. You'll click on this, or your widgets page, whatever one it is, whether it's plugins or if you click on your widgets, whatever it is, you'll see freebies, and let's say, oh, I really like freebies here, and you'll drag it into the first, right here.
Hey, Matt. Hey,
Yeah.
Matt, real quick, while you're talking about this, let me throw a question out at you that I got on here that has to do with this. Somebody was asking, so their blog is spirituality, so they wanted to have stuff like massages and different things like that attached to it. So are you going to have categories of stuff for free things, or can people pick individual free things, or is it just going to be a random thing? So while you're talking about this, kind of think about that as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's the whole point, is that we want to have this be targeted content. So if you're doing a spa page, for example, or a massage page, you can stream in our spa category for freebies, or you can stream in our spa category for our daily deals, and you can stream them in differently. You can stream one in at the footer. You can stream them in on just posts. You can stream them in on just pages. You can stream them in on really wherever it is that you want to stream them on the appropriate pages. We're going to show you exactly how to do that. Now we're still, just so that you guys know, we're still in what I would like to call our beta phase. Where we're probably not going to be having the extra added sugar on top income of the daily deals, of some of the ad network and everything that we're talking about. I would say for about another 30 days. When we relaunch our daily deals in May, that's where you're really going to see a ton of what I would call the gravy on top. But the job now is to get to the point where we have so much content within this network that it's going to be very not only easy, but attractive for vendors, attractive for you to stream in deals. And then it'll get to the point of, well, I'm only making, 15 bucks a day from this page. What else can I put on here? Or what can I substitute this with? And that's where you really start to get into the advanced techniques on tracking and the proper lead capture and upsells and the whole nine. And we've got the experts here. We've got people that do this for a living. This isn't some hobby stuff. This isn't. In fact, Troy was telling me, I don't know if I want to get on there and really reveal all my secrets. And we talked him into it. We said, look, man, you're the guy here. You've got the credibility. You've been able to do this. Some of the stuff he's done is amazing. So to have these guys come together, he's been a part of that free thing. He's been a good friend of mine for about 5 years, and I've watched him make $60,000 in a month by catching a hot trend and putting some good stuff behind it as far as content and add-ons and upsells. So he's going to be an integral part of where we're headed with the blog network. But yeah, there's just so much value that we already have. It's just
real quick, Matt. Hang on. Let me just explain something to everybody to give an idea about this and what everybody's going to learn from Troy. So, like Troy, as an example, will do things like watch Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil or someone like that. And so Dr. Oz talks about a weight loss thing. And he goes, here's a secret weight loss thing that nobody knows about, and Dr. Oz talks about it. Instantaneously, he goes out, finds somebody selling that product, sets up a website in a few hours where anybody, if you found something that, some big personality like Oprah or someone like that talked about, and it's like, I've never heard of that. You do your quick Google search and you go, wow, not many people know about this stuff. All of a sudden, there's going to be a lot of traffic because now you got a big celebrity like a Dr. Oz or an Oprah talking about it. You could literally find the product, set up a blog, and get it going and bring in money. And I have seen Troy, he just recently did it with a weight loss product that Dr. Oz talked about, and he went from selling 0 of this stuff to getting a site set up, finding who was selling the product, setting up a referral link with them, put up a blog, and literally within a day was making $500 a day. That's the kind of stuff everybody's going to be learning how to do. This is, like real life-changing, learn how to do something to always be able to make money forever kind of stuff that people are going to be learning here. This is huge.
Yeah, no, and it's kind of funny because I know a lot of people, not a lot, but a handful of people that literally live and die by Google Trends. You can go to Google Trends. It's just google.com/trends, and you can see what's hot. You can see what's searched for. You can go to Yahoo. Literally, it's always kind of funny, and it's like, I can't really monetize that. I can't. But at the right times, that jump monetize that, and that's what they live and die by. And they'll do it, they'll work hard at it for 60 days, and then they'll watch as their money just flows in. And it's there's so many easy ways to make money online right now, if you just know what you're doing. If you just have the right tools, if you just have the right content, and you have the right team, there's just it's almost endless. I mean, it's almost like the wild, wild west. And it's just, people might tell you missed this or you missed that, or you're too late for this or too late for that. But there's something new every day. I mean, there's literally breaking news on something that people are going to buy hundreds of thousands of units of that we don't know about in 90 days from now. And you can take advantage of that, and you can figure out how to step in front of that, or you can go to their sites and buy it from them. And so what we're trying to do is put you on the side of the coin of being able to just make money. And that's what I think the blog network is ultimately going to be about. It's not going to be about that free thing. It's not going to be about network marketing or the matrix. It's just going to be like a network of money-making websites that are all linked, that are all within the same scope of what we're trying to do, and that's create massive amounts of content and help you guys make money with the membership. So, cool. Any other questions out there?
Yeah, we got a ton. And real quick, I just want to put this out there. Daryl says, I'm a blogger. I'm a free member to another blog system. It's been around about a year. To have my own named blog, it costs, on sale this month, $40 first month and $80 per month. We have tremendous value with BlogNetwork. They only have 58 different blogs on their platform. The regular price is $200 per month. I see now different services offered, but BlogNetwork offers a whole lot more. And thank you, Daryl, for sharing that, because you got a good point there. Absolutely.
No, I mean, let me comment on that, because we could be the high end. I mean, we could be trying to charge 500 or really banging people, and we could have a solid 500 or 1,000 members that are really intent on the training, and we could create a pretty decent income stream. But if we let the masses join and really make this domain valuable, I'm telling you, it's going to be worth so much more to everybody. So that's been our mentality from day one. It's to create the least barrier that we can, while still giving you the money and the income in order to want to promote and spend your time promoting. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because there are other sites out there. There always will be. This is a WordPress platform. I mean, this is something that you can go download right now, but it won't have all the valuable features. It won't have the network behind it, and it won't have the training behind it. I mean, you can swim upstream, or you can go join a whatever, but this thing's going to be always low end. You'll see good upsells for income opportunities, but in order to have a blog on the blog network, we'll never charge more than $19.95 a month.
Cool. And and also, by the way, Matt, when we're going through these, try to go kind of fast, because we got a ton of questions. Carol, will you be teaching us what H1, H2, and H3 headings are? H actually stands for heading. So, like, Matt, if you go to that front page of the blog site, up top there were 3 different things up top that says Blog Network, how Blog Network works for you, and sign up with Blog Network. That's heading 1, 2, and 3. And so you can change those to say whatever you want them to say. It's your blog. But yeah, that'll be part of the training on how to do all of that. But it's pretty simple, but you probably want to get walked through it. And so as soon as the training starts, you'll learn all that stuff first.
Let me just show them. So, I mean, header 1 is this, and what it does is it just kind of alerts, some, like the spiders, for example, to say, Money's in there, so this will probably update it fine. This is what we're looking for right here. Now we've got an H1 heading. So what that
Hey,
does
I'm
is
looking at. Hey, Matt. I don't know if it's me, but the screen's not moving.
oh, sorry, I had it paused. Can you see the screen now?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. So while that was paused, I went and I put H1 and then I did a /H1 behind it. So what it did is let's make money is now a header 1 tag, which is the highest tag. Your header 1 is something that tells, whether it's a search engine spider or the user, this is the most important thing that I'm trying to get across. If my blog is about pizza, I want to make sure pizza is in a header 1 tag. So you'll see over here that when I updated it, it now has an H1 tag. Now it says I need an H2 tag. So if my H2 tag was more like, make money blogging, I know that, and we'll teach you how to put it within these tags. But that's just what a tag is. And so if I updated this, you're going to see this turn into a thumbs up because I have my keyword that I'm going for is money, and I have money within a header tag. And so if I want to check this page out, what it does is it makes those big. So a header 1 tag is big, a header 2 tag is a little smaller, but it's still important. So when you're creating your content, you just go through and you try and get these thumbs up within the keyword that you want to hit. So again, we'll go through all of the training. In fact, when you come back here, to do a post or do a page, there'll be a pretty in-depth video, just basically like a screenshot of exactly what I'm doing, so that you can see, how to do it. And then if you click back, this is header, this is HTML, and this is visual. So if you don't know much HTML, the headings are also here. But the tags are pretty easy. It's H1 and /H1 are the tags. So that was another long answer, but let's get to the next one.
All right, cool. When will BlogNetwork.com with the free report be available as a replicated recruiting site for all Blog Network members? I think that's up now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up now. But here's the thing: is BlogNetwork.com is really designed to be a secondary promotion tool for your site. You're going to have Blog Network pre-launch. In fact, we have like 4 or 5 domain names. We haven't put all the content on them, but you'll have, just like your that free thing, where you have a free thing, the free thing, my free thing. Same idea, where you'll just have a lot of different options that you'll be able to choose from. But BlogNetwork.com should be all about what it is that you want on your blog. So again, pizza. If you're running a pizza shop, when someone goes to blognetwork.com/pizza, they shouldn't be, your goal shouldn't be to sign them up in the blog network. It should be to sell them a slice of pizza, or sell them, a pizza cutter, or, whatever tools or add-ons that you can think of in the pizza realm. Whereas, recruiting for signing people up for the blog network, that will be on other domains, so that they can create their own extensions of their business. So I hope that's clear.
Cool. And how soon do we plan on autoresponder emails going out to people that sign up for that free report?
What is today? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
I have that on the list here. I got a list of about 15 things here, as far as some contenders, some widgets and plugins, getting obviously the main point, which is the themes. I don't want to say an exact date, but by April 1st, we're hoping to have an entire platform where it's just we can market. So that's now 5 days away or 6 days away. Sorry, I should say by April 2nd, because that's a Monday. And also, I'm glad I thought of this real quick. So everybody, it doesn't matter when you signed up. If you signed up on the the 3rd of February, or I don't even know when we started pre-selling BlogNetwork, you're going to be charged in April on the date that you signed up. So if it was February 1st, it's going to be April 1st. If it was March 19th, it's going to be April 19th. So there will actually be an option for you. You'll see this here on April 1st or right near April 1st. It might be a day or two early, where you can change this date. So when you log into your BlogNetwork, if you want to push your date back, you have one time to select this date, and whatever it is that you select will be the date that you'll always be charged for that blog. So that'll be, again, right before April 1st. If you don't care, if you're, it'll charge on the anniversary date of whatever the date was on that day in April. But if you do care, you have a one-time chance to change that, but it will start recurring in April. Okay?
Right on. And then are all the blogs up? So people have multiple blogs, they should have been running?
All of the
or
people
just their main
that
one?
have that's up. If you have multiple blogs, we had to actually set those up, and I think we got through L today in the office. Our email is after L. You won't have your second, third, or fourth, or whatever blog until tomorrow.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Right on. Well, that makes sense. And then looks like Bob hadn't been doing too good. Bob, I hope you're feeling better. But he wanted to let everybody know that his daughter figures he's gotten over $25,000 worth of free things, but then people who he got free stuff from originally are still sending more free items and coupons and all sorts of stuff, and he figures he's gotten another $15,000 of residual free things, which is just freaking mind-blowing. That's absolutely awesome, Bob.
Yeah,
and,
no,
so he said,
one thing I want to mention there that's awesome. We have the same thing happening right now at our office. In fact, our mail lady hates us because every single day she brings in this stack of stuff, because before we put anything on there, we get it or we test it. And so every single freebie that's ever gone up, so we have stacks of coupons, stacks of free stuff. And I was telling Seth we need to do like a little, video blog almost daily of, look what's coming in to our office, for free. So that's awesome, man. I mean, there's a lot of value back in those pages. If you haven't been there in a while, literally every single day we have $100 or more in free products and services that are 100% free. So make sure you head back there to the freebies section and check that out.
awesome. And Don, do we have any referrals for content experts?
We have a bunch, but we don't have any. Let's say this. Let's get through the beginner part of the training series, and that is intermediate. I mean, that's what you do next. Is you get the pro content. You get the more likely the cheap content that you can use on a daily basis. So yes, we do definitely.
Cool. And any blog package deals yet, or do you know when you guys are going to set that up?
Yeah, not at the moment. If we can get through what I'm hoping we can get through, that's something that can be added by April 1st. But if not, it'll be sometime in April.
Cool. Right on. Let's see here. Tiana, I hope I'm saying your name right. Tiana said, I'm confused. I've already been charged for my 3 blogs. Did I misunderstand? Tiana, it's $19.95 a month for the blogs. It's not one time. It's monthly for the blogs. So I hope that makes sense there to you. Um, I have two blogs. I am on one now. Can I get the other one by going to create a new site? No, in fact, Matt just talked about that. Got most of them done today. The rest will be done tomorrow. You have multiple blogs, so your first one is up. Let's see here. Doug, I met a good prospect today for TFT, but I'm reluctant to send him to my site because the second video mentions the TFT vendor network or daily deals. Two questions. What do I tell him? And two, when will the new videos be ready, and will one of them be a new blog one? The last minute of the current one mentions that you can join for $1 and get your previous spot.
That
I'll let you
dollar's
cover
still
that.
that dollar's still up.
Yeah, on one of the videos, I guess.
Oh, on one of the videos. We are working on. I mean, literally, I think we're working on 6 videos right now that we're either editing or have already been scripted, and Seth is either filmed or is filming. But we are. We'll have a ton of new video content, um, promoting Blog Network, promoting that free thing, promoting everything. Um, Once we have everything up, which is finally was about 3 o'clock today. So I just wanted to announce to everyone what we have going on. Now it's all the marketing and stuff. So I don't know if that was
Cool.
the question.
Kinda. And then also, Doug, as far as what do you tell him about that free thing? Tell him about Taxi Bob that has gotten $45,000 in free stuff for something that only costs $40 and $10 a month to join. Because that's the deal. I mean, everybody seems to overthink that free thing. As far as all the different things that are going on with that free thing and Blog Network, we got tons and tons and tons of free stuff, and it's only $10 a month. It's something that every single person should be in. So that's the main thing I would tell them. Let's see here. Robert, did you know that Google slapped down a lot of big time blogs that were making big money for cheating with cheap linking? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, no, I mean Google slaps all the time. They'll let something run, and if they get to the point where they, see that it's ultimately not benefiting the end user, they'll make a change. And I remember when they slapped affiliate sites. I mean, that was a huge one. All these people were spending thousands creating their affiliate links, and all of a sudden Google just decided they didn't like affiliate sites anymore. Um, but the key is, and this will always, always, always be true, um, they love content. So, if you're planning on building by buying a bunch of, high page ranking links, you might be playing a temporary game. You never know. I mean, what goes now might not be so valuable in the future. However, content, good, valuable content will always, always be, what tops it. So a lot of, sites that have good, valuable content that are linking to your good, valuable content, I mean, that'll always be worthy. I mean, that's what people want. That's what users will ultimately find the best results in, is that deep, rich content. So you're right. If you're going to link farms, or you have these just, pages that are just eating and gobbling up links that are, paid links, or, they're not real. They're linking to you because you're paying them. They're not linking to you because you have great content. Then, again, you might be playing a temporary game. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I mean, it might be very valuable for you to do that now, but yeah, you can always get slapped. It can always be temporary. But what we're teaching, what you'll find is the stuff that we're teaching is not like that. It's not buy $1,000 package of links that are on all these great directories and yada yada. It's real, grassroots content type of SEO.
Cool. And then, Greg, when you meant when will the content from Blog Network be available as a replicated site? They have 3 or 4 of them that they're working on. Same as we have, my free thing, a free thing, the free thing. We're going to have the same thing for BlogNetwork. So they're working on that. Though I don't know if Matt wants to give a date or not, but I doubt it for that exactly when. Um, Bob, as far as who do you contact to change your credit card information for your back office, just go into your back office. You can do it. Or you can send an email into support and let them know that you want to change it, and someone can call you. But you can do that yourself just by logging into your back office. Oh, and then Matt, can you show the stuff for the languages? We have Ludmila and Alex on here.
Oh yeah. So if you go, um, I don't think it might be actually. Yeah, it's just settings. I was gonna say it might be under the main menu right here. So if we want to go to Russia, very very easy. Russian, bam, everything will now be in Russian. Now this won't because it's a special menu, but all of the regular menu over here will all be in Russian. So most of the site will go back and be in Russian. Um, we're working on more, but right now this plugin's great. I mean this plugin is perfect for what we need it. Uh-oh, I think this is settings. Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's what.
So there we go. Yep.
Yeah, so that is up and running right now, Ludmila.
Just click on settings and you'll be able to select it. However, I'm not sure. In fact, we can try this right now if you guys want to try it, but I'm not sure the themes. We won't have any. Just to be completely honest with you, and just to be completely upfront, I'm not going to promise a Russian theme done in April or anything. But I'm sure that you can find, whether you have one or whether you go to a Russian website and search for WordPress themes, you can easily install. You can upload your own, very easily. Just browse and put it in a zip format. So, like I said, this is just it's fully customizable. So if you find a theme in any language, in fact, if you want to search for good themes, they have awesome themes out there. I mean, themes that a year or two, maybe 5 years ago, you'd be paying $5,000, $10,000 for a web designer to develop these themes that now you can buy perfect themes for with great menus for like 10, 15, 20 bucks. If you just search for WordPress themes, you'll find, I mean, literally probably hundreds of thousands of high-end themes that you can download. So this right here, when you click install themes, this is all the ones that are available on WordPress.com, and you can search by color, you can search by how many columns that you want, but there's tons of them to choose from, and then you can customize them. So yeah, if you want to upload a Russian or Spanish or anything theme, I actually love to see one. So
Cool. And
there we do it.
awesome. And Tim, your question here has to do with your sponsor and Facebook and your replicated sites. All that's kind of confusing. Please call the office. Even if you got to call in 2 or 3 times tomorrow or the next day and actually talk to somebody and go through the issue. There's nothing I can do or Matt can do on here with that. Definitely get in touch with support, though, or you can always email support at thatfreething.com and ask them to call you so you can, explain everything to them because it kind of sounds in depth. So nothing really I can do here for you, though. Sorry. Let's see here. Some of these have like big spaces in them. Hang on a second here. It's Tim again. I should communicate Facebook issue well. Try Okay, well, I already did that. Okay, Francis, will we have a Facebook like share button on our blog?
Yeah, there's three right here. Um, and these are from a plugin that we're calling, I believe it's Socialite. There's so many of them out there. If you don't like it, literally, I think that there are hundreds of social media, social network, plugins. They can slide along the side. They can pop in from the top. WordPress has hundreds of them. And again, if you just search, like if you click on the plugins here and you want to install a plugin, well, if installing it means you're uploading it. If you just want to search for it, you can search for, this is always the best way to search. If you're not familiar with WordPress, this is called a tag cloud. And you can create these on your own. But basically the ones that show up bigger are the ones that are, kind of the most popular. I'm surprised Facebook's not bigger, but if you click on the Facebook one, it'll give you all the plugins for your likes, for, you can get as in-depth as you want. The one that we like that's easy is Socialite. It's actually underneath of this menu. It's right here, or excuse me, Socialize. Like I said, there are so many of them, I lose track of the names. But basically, you put in what it is that you want as far as your settings go. We also have our own that is within the theme. You'll also find that many themes also contain these. So I've been using the right here. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, there are hundreds of different plugins that you can use for your likes, but these are all integrated now. So if like I'm logged into Google, so you'll see if I roll over this, I can easily +1 this, or I can like this or tweet it. This right here, this box means that you want to comment on it right here, and it'll display how many comments are on there. So yep, what we got next there, Russ?
Cool. All right. Doug, no, we won't be doing credit card processing on May 1st. The daily deals will be launching again May 1st, but credit card processing won't be May 1st. That takes a lot of work, so that won't be May. That'll be after May 1st for sure, and we can't give a date on that yet. Even though we'd love to, but we can't. Alina, cool click bump SEO seems better than SEO Presser. How's it worked so far?
Like I said, I've used SEO. I've used some other ones in the Troy that he's been using for quite some time, and so after going through it, I agreed with him that it's definitely the most in-depth and really shows up in the right places, and we can do a lot of training around it. So
cool.
Works great. Awesome. Just follow the instructions, get the content exactly how you need it and want it, and yep, you'll be happy with it.
Cool. Let me see here. Alina, how about email access to our blog network? If someone connects us through our blog, where do we have access? Say even now to open some other social media sites using that email for consistency, what would it be?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I don't completely understand the question. I'm hoping you can get it. How about email access to our blog network? If someone connects us through our blog, where do we have access? Say even now to open some other social media sites using that email for consistency, what would it be? So in other words, I guess she wants to put her email address on her site. I guess. I don't know.
Oh, for someone to contact?
I guess. I mean, there's a contact us at the top. But I guess you could put it in many different places if you wanted to.
You can create your own page, that says contact us, or contact me. But I mean, quite frankly, if you're if you're creating a lot of good content with, likes and tweets and plus ones, that's kind of the medium that they can get a hold of you. If you have good lead captures over here, I think kind of the old outdated email me, if I hate to say that because I still use it. I know a lot of people still use it, but I would recommend really just kind of interlinking with your own Facebook and your Twitter and everything else, and just having people connect with you. Just a recommendation.
Cool. And Bob, no, I wouldn't call this a basic form of programming. Not at all. No. This is just content. Programming is a whole different level. So, no, I wouldn't call it that. Bob, you say I sound like in a bomb shelter or something. I don't know. Hopefully I sound okay. You're the only one that said something. Carrie, I can't find the menu, themes, and widgets option except by viewing my site and then drop-down menu shows up. Will there be an easier way to find the menu, themes, and widgets? I think that's, you go to dashboard. When you go to dashboard, Carrie, that's where everything is at. So as long as you log in and you go to your dashboard, you should be all good.
Yeah, and you can hide that if you want. It only shows if you're logged in. And let me show you how to hide it. It's actually really easy. If you go to settings, it's just actually it's on the deeper settings. So you got to hide the menu. Underneath of settings, I believe it's click. It's like a one-click. Don't show the top menu. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's one of these. Of course, I can't find it now. But yeah, so if you don't want it, like I said, there's an easy way that you click one button. I find it. What's the next one, Russ?
Okay, Alex and Lumila, thank you for your reply. We want to get our theme from the computer, but it says you do not have the authority to get the theme. Yeah, that's not up yet. It will be very soon, next couple days.
No, we're hoping to get that up ASAP. That's the last little piece we're working on. And it's like I said, it's there. There's just a little bit of a security issue with that, and it's not even a security issue. It's more of a somebody could change the content on your blog by editing the theme if it's the same name theme. So it's been that last little piece that we've been pushing for, for the last 72 hours, and we're close.
Cool. JD, great stuff, guys. Mostly over my head. I do need help with the product of the century on my blog network. How should I go about this? We'll be starting training next week, JD. Just watch your emails for updates and come on the trainings. And Troy and Jason are going to teach you everything you need to know. Yes, tonight's webinar is recorded, and we will have it up in the back office. Christine, can you make certain pages be one language and other pages be a different language? Or is it just one language for all pages on the blog? Christine, everything's customizable in this. It's just learning how to do it. So when Troy and Jason start doing all of the advanced training stuff, made thousands of these pages, and he can definitely help with that. Yes, all training courses will be recorded and put in the back office, Rox. Absolutely. Bob, yes. Hang on here. Lois, are we paying for our blogs 1 month in advance? We already paid for 1 month per blog, and next week we're going to be charged again, even though the blogs are just launching now.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like right on that timeline. So that's why we're giving you the option if you want to extend it until April 27th and get your full month. That's fine. If you don't really care, you'll be charged on the day that you're charged. But it's monthly. There's kind of twofold. Again, we have a lot of members that want to continue to recruit and promote. We want to give them the opportunity to have their teams be active, and then there's also, well, I know we didn't get it up until today, even though we've had it in beta and been working. So I get it both ways, and that's why we're giving you the option.
Cool. And Suzanne, yes, we know the autoresponder series are outdated. It's on our list of things to do. Absolutely.
That's on my list.
Yep. Tiana, thank you. I know it's recurring. It's April next payment. Yes, you can choose the date. Absolutely. Rick, I tried logging in through login to WordPress, but nothing happens. It might not be set up yet. Like they said, they set up most of them, and the rest are getting set up tomorrow. So that could be the problem.
Yep, and you'll see it right in your sites. So, this one I have the main BlogNetwork, and then I have this site that was tester site, but I just renamed it new site. So you'll see, if you have 10 blogs, they'll all show up right here within your main blog login.
Gotcha. Alina, did Matt say that not all blogs are up, or only extra ones? Some of the extra ones are not up. They should all be done by tomorrow, though. So the one is up, the other ones aren't. Yeah, so your other ones will be up tomorrow. And yes, you can set up Taxi Blog. Let's see here. Can I associate Flush Banner? Do you know what Flush Banner is?
Flush Banner, I haven't heard of that one.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, Leroy, just a minute. I'll go through the comp plan in just a second. How soon will we get to the point of having content created for us while we learn enough to even know if we want to create our own? You can find content writers out there, AJ. We'll try to get a couple up in the next couple weeks, but you can find content writers all over. Just search blog content writers on Google, and you'll find tons of them. I mean, that's the awesome thing about Google.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Great. When does the ninja training start? Tell Troy that I take great notes. Yeah, and Dr. Oz talked about L-carnitine. Actually, the one Dr. Oz talked about that he made a lot of money off of was some raspberry thing, and came out of nowhere, and he jumped on it and made some money. And yes, you can come on BlogNetwork and make some really cool ninja sites. Absolutely. Bob, you just keep coming back and you'll learn tons about blogs. That is for sure. With support, and they can help you with whatever the issue is. It looks like you got something going on with your site and stuff, so they can help you with that. Let's see here. Bob, how do I log into my BlogNetwork username and password? Well, just go to blognetwork.com / and your username for your blog, and it'll be there where you can log into it. So just go to your site.
/ login, or it'll show up as one of the links to start out. It should be sample page and login.
Yeah. So it's there for you. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see here. You get charged for blog. Off our when we get charged for our blog in April, will you be pulling it off our commissions or not? I'd like to pay for my blog through my commissions. Thanks. Yeah, you'll be able to do that through your back office, through your bank. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me explain that. It's going to be. I don't want to elaborate on it too much because I don't want to say something and then have to backpedal on it or change it. But essentially, in the next couple days before April 1st, you're going to see your BlogNetwork bank account. And with your BlogNetwork bank account, it's going to be exactly like your TFT bank account. So you'll be able to go there, and you'll be able to use the commissions there to extend any one of your blogs. You also have an individual bank account for each blog that you set up. And this is for tracking and for the whole 9 yards. And so eventually you can actually sell these to people, and they can be operated independently. We can pull that away. So what's going to happen is, let's say you have 5 blogs. Okay, you'll go into each one of these blogs and you can manage them individually. And so, we have this up right now where if you have multiple blogs, they show up side by side, 4 across and however many down. When you say switch to one of your blogs, you'll be able to manage it. If you don't want it anymore, if you want to extend it for 3 months, if you want to have 2 of your blogs on your commissions, 1 of your blogs on your credit card, you can manage them individually. Now, with these, let's just call it 5 blogs, with the other 4 blogs, you can't actually withdraw money from those bank accounts to your Payoneer card. So once the commission is released, and just in case you haven't been reading the emails or you haven't seen, if you click on estimated earnings, we switched the way that our earnings are paying. And this starts April 1st for TFT, but is available now for BlogNetwork. You'll see that it's different table right here. You'll see exactly when the sale happened, and then you'll see when it's released. And so at exactly 1:14 p.m., 19 cents is going to be released into my bank account of this blog. And so you'll constantly, and again, this is not, I'm not guaranteeing you guys money, or I'm not saying that, but if you have a downline, if you're building a team, you'll constantly be seeing money drop into your bank account because of when either the 1995 was paid on a recurring basis, a new blog was signed up, or whatever the commission record is, will constantly be released into your BlogNetwork bank, and then from there you can use it to do a lot of stuff with. You can use it to eventually promote your blog even more, or buy new blogs, or sign up, pay forward for other blog members. There's a lot of stuff that you can do that we're putting in place that, fingers crossed, and in a perfect world, everything will be completely functioning perfectly by April 1st.
Cool. And Kyle, yes, we have lots of SEO optimizing tools. We were just showing those earlier. And yes, all trainings will be recorded. Yes, we will send out emails to everyone letting you know when the trainings will be. We will have yes, absolutely. We're not going to have secret webinars with trainings and not tell everybody about them. That won't happen. So yeah, don't worry about that. JD, will you have an auction of our blog names between members? If someone has a name I need, can I make them an offer? If
yes.
Somebody has a name that you want, all you got to do is go to that blog and get in touch with that person and make them an offer. Absolutely. You can do that anytime. Rick, I still can't log into my blog to upload content. Is there a special way to get there? Try logging in through log into WordPress, but nothing happens. Is there a way or plugin to turn the website into a membership website where people get invited to join and have to sign? Well, right now on the site, blognetwork.com/whatever your blog name is, right now they can put in their name and email address and go in as a pre-enrollee. So that's up and running right now. As far as logging in, it's working, but maybe only for your main one. Your other ones might be set up if you have more than one, but your main one should already be working. You should be able to log into it right now. like on another screen, I logged into mine, so I know it's working. I don't know why yours working. Um, if you're still having a problem, email support and let them know, and they can look into it and find out why yours isn't, but should definitely be working.
Yeah, and guys, just so you know, we put a lot of good admin tools in place the last couple days. So if there was an issue with your blog maybe like a week ago that they said, well, we're still dealing with, they can do everything now. They can change, they can pull out, they can cancel, they can refund, they can, we can do everything that we need to do. We can give you the login, we can change your login. So before, like a week ago, we had limited capability on some of the admin side, but we just beefed that up for our support so that we can get to your issue. So if you're having an issue, we can take care of you no matter what it is.
All right. Hey, does everybody have the same password for that free thing and blog, or did they set up new passwords for that?
No, they set up passwords for it. However, let me tell you this. Your multiple accounts, you will no longer have, like if you set up 10 blogs, whatever your main first blog is really your only login. Even though you set up a password while creating the others, like, and if you click here, I'll show you. It's click upgrade me. It's right here. You set up your password right when you set up your name. So whatever it is that you set up there, it's not going to be, it's not necessarily the TFT one. It's whatever you set up there.
Cool. Charles, I don't know anything about blogging, but ready to learn. I just purchased WordPress and Blogging for Dummies. Right on. And then
Nice.
right after that, Bob said, I need further education on this subject. Can you refer me to additional reading? I'm very quick study. Yeah. WordPress and Blogging for Dummies. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have plenty for you. And basically it'll be a condensed version of, more specifically what you need to do right now rather than, generically what you need to do to, blog, I guess. And the hard part's done for you. Installing a WordPress blog, if you're not real familiar with, how a database works and being able to install a blog, if you're not real technical, it's not something that you can just, click a couple buttons on. You've got to know a little bit. And so we've taken that away from you. So all the books that you read that talk about how to, really set it up and install it, you can skip all those sections. You really need to know just kind of, how to maybe tweak it a little bit here and there. Some basic CSS, HTML would be great knowledge and background. And really, we want to get it to the point where it's just, oh, I love that theme. Oh, I want to put that logo here, and now it's just, boom, create content or pay someone to create the content for you, but get up daily content in the right way so search engines will come find you.
Right. And then, Jackie, we're up and running in March, and it doesn't matter what company you join, whether it be that free thing, Amway, whatever. If you join in March, then you will get charged in April for your auto ship. That's just the way it works. But the system has the date that everybody actually signed up. So if you signed up February 1st, it's going to want to hit you on the 1st. If you signed up on February 7th, it's going to want to hit you on the 7th. It's just an automatic thing. And so if you want to change it so in April you don't get hit until the end of April, you can change that and do that yourself. But we set it as in everybody's starting in March, but the system has your sign-up date, like the day of the month. If it's on the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, then that's when it's going to want to charge you for April. But you have the option of moving to the end of April if you want to. So you can do that. So that's why it's like that. We'd have to change everyone by hand. That would take a while.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, I can go back and look before I say anything, but I'm pretty sure we're nowhere near the first week. I'm pretty sure we started like the end of February. But I'll go.
Oh,
I'll go. Let me check the dates. But yeah, go ahead.
and Greg, is the whole time on all sign-up and reoccurring monthly commission 15 days? I believe so, yes.
Recurring
So won't
15
have to
days.
wait.
What was that?
So in other words, if somebody's like in that free thing as an example, someone gets hit on the 2nd for their auto ship, normally we'd have to wait until the end of the month plus the 10th. Now, if they get hit on the 2nd, 15 days later, the commission's being released.
Oh no. Sorry, it's days on hold. So instead of 45 days, or really it was 40 days, it's an ongoing. You get paid exactly 30 days later.
Okay, so 15 days on new signups, 30 days on reoccurrings.
Correct.
Okay. Suzanne, I figured out that an active member who has downlines will give the upline at least 3 to 6 commission payments, matrix generation levels, so an affiliate member later on might have thousands of cents daily. So this is really little of a lot and is so great. Yes, Suzanne, just to give you an example, there's only 1,800 and something people in, and I already have over 11,000 commission reports. Might have been over that, but I know it's at least 11,000 commission reports, and there's only 1,800 people. So yeah, figure it's going to pay out 15 levels, so that's 15 people getting paid, and then 5 uplines, each having the ability of getting a matching bonus on that. So you're looking at a possibility of 90 payments going out for every single 1995 order. So that 1995, the 80% that's getting paid out is actually broken up in 90 separate payments. Now you could get multiple of those 90 payments because you could be getting 15, or actually one from the matrix, but all 15 people or 14 people stacked up there could be in your first 5 generations. That's possible. So you could be getting 14 matching bonuses and a matrix commission from one person joining. That is possible. So yeah.
Yep. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys are seeing in the status, it says earned or it says lost. If you're seeing a commission, and this goes for TFT as well, when you see it saying lost, that's because you are not qualified for the generation. Actually, no, there's no qualification in the matrix, sorry. So just whatever, it'll come and you'll see that it would be your generation 5, let's say, but you don't have 25, active people. So it's saying that, hey, you would have earned, I don't know, 12 cents. However, you don't have that. So we're also tracking that for you, and you can also, search by how much you would be making if you just had all the qualifications. So that'll help a lot, so that because there was a lot of people literally that we could look at and say, man, if you had 2 more active people, you would have made another $300-400 on your 4th and 5th generation. So or 2nd and 3rd generation, whatever it is that they would be qualified for. So now you'll be able to see what it is that you're actually losing, to give you maybe a little bit more motivation to hit that level.
Cool. And then Daryl says, do we need certain permissions for WordPress plugins? Yes, Daryl, and those will be added in the next few days. We actually went over that earlier, so you can't do it now, but that'll be added in the next few days.
Yep.
Where do I recruit people via my blog page for BlogNetwork? It's on the right-hand side right now. You could move it around if you want to, but it's there right now. It says, for your free report, give us your name and email address. So that's actually up right now at this moment.
Yep.
Don said 2/7 was the first blog date. Cool. Let's see. Oh, the baby's crying.
Oh, he's laughing.
Um, oh, he's laughing. Cool. Suzanne said I have 20 people and 158 payouts on BlogNetwork. TFT I have 689 payments. That's awesome, Suzanne. Let's see. One of my team has a great blog going up on BlogNetwork called "How to Start a Blog." Right on. Awesome.
That's a good one.
Yep. Uh, Laura, yeah, we'll probably do the co-ops in the future again. We got a lot of stuff on the plate right now, but yeah, we're gonna do everything. It just takes time. Let's see here. Is there roll-up or compression? There is. Um, there is roll up. Like if you have an empty spot in your matrix, then stuff's going to roll up every month. But we're not just going to kick people out of there. Kino, if the same person we personally sponsor has 5 different blogs, will it count towards 5 positions in the matrix? Yes, that will count as 5 positions in the matrix. Absolutely. Could we ever lose our blog to a take it? Well, okay, let's put it this way, Carrie. No other company can ever take anything from you from BlogNetwork. If there is an issue with some kind of copyright infringement and they come to us and say, hey, these people are doing this and they're saying this about our company and we're coming after you if you don't take it down, we might have to look at it and go, yeah, we got to take that down. But just so you understand, we have the final say over everything, and you know, that could happen. But
here's the company line on this: is that we have, there's no way that we can manage and check thousands of blogs and content and trademarks and logos and the whole nine. So we have we don't see anything unless somebody with some type of real passion, call it Amway execs, reaches out to us and says, hey, you need to take this down. We'll reach out to you. We'll figure out what needs to be done. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, if there's a company that's threatening this, the entire blog network over your blog, it's going to come down, and we'll figure out what needs to be done. So be careful. I mean, if you know companies, like, for example, there's one that rhymes with Celluca, that they're really strict on internet stuff, and they might not like you putting their stuff on. And if a certain individual contacts us and says, please take this down, we will just take it down. I mean, there's certain certain stuff
I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't mind pissing off Melaleuca, and if they don't like it, maybe that's a good reason to keep it up.
I didn't hear that.
Carrie, yeah, I know. And Carrie, if you change your blog name, just email support. They can change the name of your blog for you, no problem. And Greg, if you sponsor someone in TFT and they didn't join BlogNetwork, and somebody they sponsored in TFT did join BlogNetwork, yes, you'd become the sponsor. Absolutely. From my experience, I was using a brand name and my website address, and they said if I didn't shut it down, they would close my account with them. Well, they don't have control of us, but again, depends on the situation. No problem, Kino. How do I search the other blog network? How do I search the blog network to see other blogs? How do we search blog network to see other? That'll be up and running soon. It's not there. Well, is it there yet, or is it going to be there soon?
It'll be right here, but it's not linked. So
okay, it's not linked, but it'll be up soon.
Yeah, it'll be. It's called a global search. It'll search every blog on the network, not just the blog that you're on.
Cool. And as far as holding training webinars at 8 or 9 p.m. at the time in Europe, here's the thing. We're going to have them all recorded, so it doesn't really matter what time we do them, because we're going to record them all. And believe me, every question you can think of will get asked. And then we can also have people emailing in questions for them to cover as well if somebody isn't on the webinar live. So we'll make sure everybody's covered. That's my downline organization was changed 3 times as the matrix finished. What happened to the timestamp placement? Argyle, as far as the timestamp placement, the whole point of the timestamp was really, really simple. If someone that you signed up in that free thing joined BlogNetwork before you, well, they're supposed to be underneath of you, and your timestamp matters. So we made it where you would go in before them and they would still be underneath of you. That's why we gave that window of time where we're talking about timestamps, so no one would lose their people. And so, yes, that happened, absolutely. And Matrix is set and finished, yes. I have a few people in my downline that are inactive, not paying. When will they be taken out so members under them move up? I don't know. We've done that before.
Soon.
And,
we're going to
we'll
clean house here again soon. I just I don't know. We wanted to try and give everyone a chance to come back with the $1 special. We wanted to try and give everyone really a chance to see what BlogNetwork was all about. Because once they're removed from that spot and it creates that sell spot, there's no going back. So we just wanted to make sure that the last time we cleaned house, it caused a lot of issues with people that didn't want to be removed, mainly in international countries that didn't have accurate billing records, and they were attempting to transfer money here and just kind of keep it even keeled or what have you. It caused a lot of issues, so we put it on pause. We know we have some inactives in there. We need to roll it up. We just wanted to give everyone a chance to kind of see what we were coming out with. But I will tell you, spring is here, and spring cleaning is going to happen here soon. So.
Mm-hmm. And recordings will be in the recorded webinar section or recorded library section, so those will be there. From the Barenboims, will it be possible to download Russian plugins, and does this require FTP access?
No, in fact, that's one of the things that we're kind of quasi-creating is a special way that you're able to upload without FTP access. But essentially, all you'll need to do is find that plugin, find the zip file, and upload it, giving you full FTP access. And even people could go and I don't want to give anyone ideas because we've already combated around it, but you could go upload a virus if you wanted to. So we actually had a few people in the beta who were uploading into files that we were like, how in the heck did it get in there? So we've been working on that, and that's why when you click on something that will allow you to upload, it's saying you don't have permission at this time, because we haven't yet fully secured it. But it will be a situation where you hit one button, you upload it, it will probably check the file, make sure it's valid, put it in your own folder with your own name, and then you can edit it and do what you want. It'll be contained as it can be.
Cool. And then if somebody can't log in, where do they go to get their password?
Right now we don't have. You might be able to request it from WordPress on the actual login page. There is, request it. I don't know if that's going to work, to be completely honest with you. I'm not exactly sure. However, if you email us, we can definitely get it for you.
All right, cool. Let's see here.
Oh, and the other thing is, this on this side, when you see this, square, it will have more info in it in the next couple days, and it'll be, active. Click here to log in. So if you don't know your password, or you have, a bunch of blogs or what have you, we have a lot of members that, didn't. We have one guy that has 31 blogs. He has 5 of them under one account, and then the rest of them are under their own unique accounts. So, if you can't remember all of your blog usernames and passwords, we'll give you just the one-click, log me in access within the back end here soon. So that'll be the other way. You won't necessarily need to even request a password. The link will be there for you.
All right, cool. Let's see here. And you can change your password in your back office. Troy Shanks and Jason Dandridge will be doing trainings on the blogs. Let's see here. In the back office, Jackie's where you'll be able to change the date of the charge on the blog. It's not up yet. Next couple of days, that'll be up.
Yep. Underneath of the profile, there'll be a big drop down like this that'll just have a 1 through, actually it'll only be a 28, because that day you select, you'll never be able to change it. Well, I hate to say never. You'll never be able to automatically change it again. So whatever day you pick, that's the day that you're setting up your auto ship. So it'll just be a quick little 1 through 28.
Cool. Alina, holy cow, I haven't even promoted this, waiting to actually post, and I already have $1.80 in estimated earnings. Geez, I'm even more psyched, as if that were even possible. Love you guys. Thank you all. You're welcome, Alina. Let's see here. Matt, these questions go on forever. We've been on here for 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Yep, we got 10 more minutes. So.
You want to do 10 more minutes? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll cut it off at 2 hours.
All right. Coleman had some issue where it says you do not have sufficient permission to access this page.
Same thing. Manage the plugins, edit the plugins type of thing.
All right, and then Carrie says, I just can't find where the menu is, where the general, etc. I'm only showing a very basic menu that doesn't give me many options, no appearance, forms, etc. You want to show her that real quick? Okay, so if you log into your blog, and then over the left-hand side, you'll see that basic menu, and up top you see Show Menu in blue. You click on that, and that's where you can see everything.
Yep, but if you go Hide Menu, here's your appearance. Kind of more expanded menu. If you don't want to get too lost, this is your sub-menu of everything that you need. So you can either hide it or view it, but the appearance that you might be talking about is all under the Appearance tab.
And then Carol's also having an issue here. She said, when I try to add a category, it says I don't have permission to add this. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong or how to correctly add categories?
Really, that one should not be an issue right now. I can't really show you under this account because this one has full access, so it'll allow me to add a category even if there was a problem. But I'll look into that. It'd be the same issue though. Essentially, what we're doing is you see this media. Every account basically has their own file where you'll be able to upload really anything that you want. If you want to upload, a photo or don't upload a movie here. A lot of people will upload movies to their blogs, stream it on YouTube, stream it on a Vimeo, and then just paste it in an iframe or just embedded in your site. But you can upload like PDF files. You pretty much have your own folder that's just yours. And so what we're doing is we're migrating the folder of the media with your themes and your plugins, all your options, your categories, etc., so that you essentially are self-contained within your own folder that's named after your blog, that you can operate our multi-user. So again, maybe a little bit too much information, but that's what we're doing to make sure that we're giving you full access and full editability while keeping security intact and the whole nine. So
cool. Steve says, how are backups handled? Can you hear me?
sorry, muted that. Backups as far as
it just says how are backups handled. I don't know.
we back up our server mirrored on another server. I think it's every 6 hours. So we will have main backups. I'm going to tell you right now, there's not very often that we'll ever restore from a backup for you or really be able to dig into files. So that's a good question, actually. Thanks for bringing that up. There's probably a really good way to give you an option to back up your own files within that folder. Yeah, thank you. Add another one to my list. Why don't you?
Cool. Right on. Carrie, I bought 10 blogs and now I can't buy any more. It tells me the credit card must be validated because I've already used it 10 times a day, but it was over a period of many days. Has anyone else had an issue getting more than 10? Actually, that's some security we have, Carrie. Just email into support and they can, talk to you, validate you, and do that. That's a security feature.
Yeah, that's an anti-fraud feature we have built in our side that we can easily bypass with your specific needs. So just email us or call us.
Cool. So Steve said we need to back up individually. If you want to, it's always good to back up on it. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely back up individually. I'm going to work on a more automated method for you to make sure that you don't have to know how to back up or have FTP or basically don't need to know. You just need to click back me up or we'll auto back up on something. So still got my hamster running in my head about that one, but we'll figure that out for you.
Cool. And Daryl, I have no idea if Carrie's underneath of you. Christine, can we spread out the charges for each blog on different days throughout the month, or do they all have to be charged on the same day?
Yep. No, that's exactly what we're pushing for, is to have each one of these individually charged, not just by date, but by a method. So, yes, that will be available for you here by April 1st. I'm going out on a limb. I hate saying dates, but
I gotcha. Cool.
Pushing for it.
And then Alexander Bearboy, Matt, can you download any file? Show today. Hang on. Just on the blog. Show today on the blog from your computer. We do not give load. I don't understand that question, Alexander. He pulled up a couple themes already as far as downloading a file as a theme. He could download one.
Yeah, no, if you go purchase one, it's just right here. You just upload it. You have it on your computer.
There we go.
Just in a zip format. If it's valid, it'll install and it'll be an option. If it's not set up properly as a WordPress theme, it'll just tell you error. So yeah, absolutely, you can install your. And again, you can't do this right now. I know there's a permission thing that says, hey, sorry, you don't have permission to do this. But basically, you just push that. You go find the file, and like I showed you earlier, with some install themes, you can easily just upload them and activate them.
Cool. And Bob, sorry, can't call you tonight. I'm heading out to meet some people as soon as this is done that are in town, so can't tonight. Sorry. We'll talk soon. Doug, Matt, did you get a chance to update on Premier and free members? You guys have been using 47,000 and 600,000 for a month. Doug, we've been using those numbers because they're so big, and to be honest with you, I don't really bug Matt about it, and he doesn't go look at it. The numbers are already so big; they're growing every day. But to be honest with you, I don't think either one of us really pay attention to it that closely.
Yeah, no, and I mean to be honest with you too, we kind of hit a critical mass for a time being there, where we were gaining just as many as we were losing. So we're still right about that figure, and that figure is big enough to it's not like if we tell you 5,000 more or 5,000 less or 10,000 more free members. I mean, it's not going to make any vendor advertise more or less. It's not going to make any member more or less excited when they hear about it for the first time. So it's kind of our baseline. But I can't wait to say, hey, we got 1 million free members. How about that?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
750,000, or whatever our next milestone is. Um,
Yeah,
but we're growing.
absolutely. Yep. Wendy, I see my blog today and logged in, but when I try to look at anything like dashboard, I get you do not have sufficient permission to access this page.
Even the dashboard. That's odd. I'm not sure. Send me your specific stuff. That might be the same. It might be a specific username permission rather than a blanket user. Same with the category issue. So support at that free thing, or even support at BlogNetwork, they both end up in the same realm where someone will handle it. But yeah, email.
Gotcha. Okay. Rick, I've been on the leaderboard as having 14 in my team, but I have 15. When do you update it?
That leaderboard hasn't been pushed in a while. I'm not really sure. We took it down. We've been working on a lot of different features. We can push it again. Um, so if people actually have been asking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll add that to the list, and then like 10, 15 things jump ahead of it every single day. Eventually we'll get that back updating, but right now it's just with the migration and everything that we're doing, it just hasn't been a priority. So nothing other than that, just it hasn't been a priority.
Cool. And JD said, please show how to log into the blog again. He's having trouble now. Just go to
Blog Network.
blognetwork.com/login.
No, nope, / your username / login.
Oops, sorry.
Yep. I believe you can even log in from blognetwork.com /login. That might allow you in as well. I haven't tried it for a user. If someone wants to validate that, you can.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, look, we still have like 100 questions on here, and it's 8 o'clock.
Well,
So,
okay. Well, we'll definitely, like I said, one of the things that we're adamant about is we understand. I mean, we understand we just kind of jumped into a whole new realm. We understand we have a lot of members that are on a lot of different levels, and so it makes sense that there's hundreds of questions. A lot of them will go over 50% of the people on this line's head. A lot of them will be so basic that we'll have members drop off. So one of the things that we really are going to be doing is focusing on specific, not just topics, but more expertise levels of where you're at. And so I promise you, now that we're up, it took us a while to get to a stable point. We've got a few more small little things that we have to do that we're pushing for that I'm just hoping are very soon. I know we're close. And then it's the training. So starting April 1st, you're going April 2nd, I should say, is a Monday. You're gonna get a whole new webinar schedule with what's going on. Like I said, I will always be on Tuesday. I'll probably be more of like an update, maybe some intermediate issue type of stuff. We'll have Seth do a lot of the basic stuff. I know Russ is going to do mainly, opportunity and marketing type of stuff, and then we'll get Troy and Jason and some other people on to do specific trainings on more advanced techniques and what have you. So we definitely, if you didn't get your questions answered, you can come on the next webinar, which is Thursday. or you can wait for the webinar schedule to come out and get on the appropriate webinar. By then, you'll have the basic training will be out. You should be able to be uploading your own themes, editing them, uploading your plugins. Once we get past this point right now, it's going to get fun. I mean, we're going to see a lot of creativity. We're going to see a lot of cool blogs on the blog network. We're going to be doing a lot of training, and we're going to get a lot of ideas. I mean, we might steal some of your ideas. I hate to say that, but it might be like, wow, look at somebody sent us on one of our blog network blog sites. This is how you create a blog, and we might dissect it. So I'm just excited to jump into the content of this thing. I know Russ is excited to get the marketing going and get the thing flying. We have so many aspects here, and we have so many great leaders that I want to thank you guys for getting on, for staying on. We still have quite a few members on the line tonight, and it's been 2 hours, so I know that we have a lot of dedicated people that are interested in what we're doing, and it's fun, it's exciting, and I can't wait to continue taking the next step forward.
Awesome. Well, hey everybody. Yep. Keep up the great work, everybody, and we'll definitely be having a webinar Thursday evening, and next week we'll have a whole new schedule of webinars. Start getting everybody trained and up to speed, and I can't wait to become a student because I got a lot to learn myself. So, all right, everybody. We'll have a great night, and we'll see everybody Thursday night.
Take care, everybody. Good night.